Well, and you mentioned the Mescalero tribe there in their forest. That's what they do, and they've got spotted owls living there. They've got, the packs of spotted owls. They're there, the protected activity centers, but yet they're effectively logging. Their forest is healthy. It's in a much better situation when forest fires come up, which are certainly a danger for all of us living in the forest, which includes me. And, we have to look at these things. You got to look at an overall healthy forest system, and that's surely what the Mescalero are doing with their forest.
No doubt about it. Marita, how can folks find your book? How can they find you on Town Hall? How can they find you around the region? I mean, obviously, Googling is one way, but give us some specifics, would you?
Yeah, well, Googling is definitely one way, but our website is energymakesamericagreat.org, and the homepage of the website has the book information on it, and you click on that and order it. It's on Amazon.com. And I write a weekly column for townhall.com, and so if you just Google my name and townhall.com, you'll find it, and you see the whole list of the articles that are there. This week's article, I'm published there every Sunday morning. And a lot of the local papers cover what I send them. They'll publish what I send them as well. But we're really active in looking at what's going on in the news, energy world, politics, and the environment. And so everything that I write kind of centers around the nexus of news, politics, energy, and the environment.
Wow.
So I try to give people talking points so they become more aware. I hope that in everything I write that people who read it will kind of go, wow, I didn't know that, and that the next person they run into, whether it be the grocery store clerk or their student's teacher or a family member or a neighbor, that they'll want to say, because of what they read in my column, that they'll want to say to that person, hey, you know what I just learned? I learned that. And the beauty of the online publication is that with my writing, I fill it full of links so you can go and see the research that I used on that. So you can find the source for that. So you can get more information on it easily. You can just click on, that link, and it will take you to the article where I got that information from, or the press release, or the research that each piece is based on.
It's incredible. Maria, I appreciate always your stance and your candor. One of my favorite sayings: if you're waiting on Marita, you're backing up, and I really mean that. I mean, you are on top of the issues, and we need more people in America today. You know what? We got a big discussion the other day about civics coming back to high school, teaching our students civics, and about some of their real history. And there's concerns about how politically correct the historical books are being rewritten. You can't even, they're not even teaching about 9/11 in high school. I mean, kids know about it, but they're not teaching it in the history books. What do you see for this great country in 2012? Can I get your take on that?
Who do I think is going to be president?
Well, I don't know, just all of it. I mean, is there hope for us in 2012? What do you think?
I think there is hope for us, and truly, I think President Obama has done America a great favor in that he has wakened people up. When I speak places, I often start by saying, how many of you are afraid for the future of this country? And everybody raises their hand. And then, how many of you are afraid for the future of the energy industry? And, of course, if I'm speaking to an energy industry group, they all raise their hand. Then I say, how many of you are afraid for your paycheck? And they all raise their hand. Bring it right down to personal. But President Obama and his administration, Lisa Jackson in the EPA, Ken Salazar, Secretary of the Interior, Stephen Chu, Secretary of Energy, we've got kind of a trinity there of really scary things going on. And their actions, their extreme actions have, I believe, really wakened up the heart of this country. And the Tea Party movement would not have come about because of that. We would not have seen the dramatic changes that I believe we will continue to see in 2012 if it wasn't for those extreme actions. And so, in a way, President Obama has really done us all a favor.
By the way, it wouldn't be fair if I didn't at least make one note about that Environmental Improvement Board hearing that was scheduled in Santa Fe to consider eliminating a cap on carbon in the state. Do you realize it had to be canceled, Marita? Yes,
and it's going on. They're going to supposedly it will be happening this evening, and we'll be sending out an announcement about that because I was there last month for the Cap and Trade EIB hearing, and it's really important that people who support the repeal of this legislation that was put in under Bill Richardson, it's really important that people support the repeal, show up. And I realize for your listening audience, people are probably not going to be in Santa Fe tonight or tomorrow night. But if you have friends in that area, it's really important that people show up to support the repeal, which is the hearing that is going on right now.
By the way, I want you to know that every single one of them used fossil fuels to get away from that meeting and go get warm.
Yeah, it's true. Now, I got to tell you, the guy in Cloudcroft that was there at the Otero County Tree Party, I watched him leave, and he got on his bicycle and pedaled away. So, kudos for him for that, for being true to his beliefs in that he actually rode his bicycle to get there.
I wonder what he's up to this morning.
Probably not on his bicycle. He's probably keeping warm due to fossil fuels or even trees, which are, carbon emitting as well.
Marita, I appreciate your take on things, and thanks for all you do. Whether folks realize that New Mexico is a great country, you're doing a great service and speaking out on the issues because we just need to clone you.
Well, I appreciate it, Harvey. We need to clone you as well. Together, we could really shake things up a bit.
Hey, well, you know what? There's a new day in America, and it's coming, and folks are starting to wake up and take pride in back what they're doing, and starting to listen and talk to their kids and read books to their kids and starting to get actively involved. And I, like you, it's been a tough lesson to learn, with having the current president of the administration at the helm, because I think it's hurt America. It's hurt New Mexico. It's hurt. And the previous administration, 8 years of what's happened in New Mexico, there was a time I looked at it and I thought, will we ever regain the ground that we've lost? I don't know. It's a tough lesson to learn, Marita, but I like you. I think I have hope for America in 2012, and I think there is a new day in America.
I believe there is. It's like they say with people with problems with alcohol, they have to hit bottom first before they realize they need to change. Well, sadly, that's kind of where we've been in America. But we've hit bottom, and I think people are waking up and realizing that there is a need for a change.
I had a pastor tell me one time, son, if you find your knees shaking, you need to fall on them. Marita Nude live with us this morning. Marita, give us that website again, will you? EnergyMakesAmericaGreat.org. You can also follow me on Twitter and be my friend on Facebook. All right. Well, I'm proud to call you my friend. Thanks so much for joining us this morning, Marita. Take care. God bless. Have a Merry Christmas, will you?
You too. Jesus is the reason.
That is. He is the reason for the season. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.